Time to talk some football. Hello, you all. How's everybody doing out there today? It's a nice day. We got a little bit of a rain. Expecting more rain today. Never turn away a bit of rain. Helps the old everything stay pretty green. And you know what? Green is the color, baby. Green is the color. She's summer. Riders are 4-0 and going for 5-0. She's week 6 in the CFL schedule. She's flying by pretty good, pretty fast. The older I get, the faster time seems to go. Only 3 games in the schedule this week. That's a weird one. I don't know how often that happens when 3 teams get a bye all at the same time. Strange. Anyway, this week, go right, don't eat grass. This week, taking all home teams. Did pretty good last week. I changed that Calgary one right at the last. Said I'm going with my gut feeling, and for once my gut feeling turned out. I don't know if it's because I don't like Winnipeg to win and I wanted us to stay in first place, but I said I'm taking Calgary, and they pulled her off. We're gonna see now if they're the real deal or not. We're playing them, and this game with their Stampeders is gonna tell a lot of stories. Where should I start? I suppose I'll start with the Ottawa-Hamilton game. I'm picking, like I said, home teams. I'm picking Hamilton. Mainly Bo. He's lighting it up pretty damn good, and especially the long ball. And you look at the stats. I'm not really a big stats guy, but stats don't lie sometimes, and Ottawa has been getting beat the most on the long ball in the league, so that's a bad combination for them. And Mari Henderson's over there on the other side. He can be beaten. We saw that when he was with the Riders. And Drew Brown, he's back. He wasn't up to snuff yet, but maybe he'll make a difference this game. I'm not sure. Still taking Hamilton. I suppose if Ottawa can get some possession time using running backs, they use a combination running backs with that Steinbach and Abudaboy or something like that. Adaboboy, or he's been getting most of the carries. Decent back. If they can establish some sort of running game, and if they can use Lewis more, like it could be a real close one. But if Bo can get that long ball going and his passing going, I think that Hamilton will pull that one out. Secret of beating Hamilton is just get Bo moving out of that pocket. He's elusive in the pocket. That's it. He don't run past the line of scrimmage, so you just have to chase him out of there and make him make an error. Then there's the Battle of BC Edmonton. I'm taking Edmonton. They're coming off a win, which is going to give them some energy. It'll be the battle of the Canadian quarterbacks. There's Ford and Rourke. I got a feeling Rourke's still not up to snuff, with that injury that affects his throwing and running. So and that game again, I think all the games that can apply this is that running game, with the Elks. They got that combination of Rankin and Leak, and different styles, and there you go. You establish a running game. And BC, I think they've given up the most yards on the ground, so there's that bad combination too in the statistics. But BC's got a lot of weapons, and that Berryhill is back, I think. and he played really well for him when he was in there. And they got McInnes. You know, he hasn't been as wild as he was last year, so one of these games he's going to start lighting it up. That's what the Elks will have to watch for. And Butler, I think they should be able to stop Butler. Like I said, their Edmonton defense is just starting to gel a bit with a lot of the players they picked up. And I keep saying, watch out for those Elks. I almost said Eskimos. I don't think I'll ever forget that they were Eskimos. They were my area, and they were the most dreaded team. I hated the most were the Elks, even more than the Bombers or Calgary, any of them. BC was my own second favorite team in the West, but the Elks, or the Eskimos, were my dreaded enemy. They had the powerhouse for so many years, it's trying to drive me crazy. And now we'll go to the game that I watch and cover the most, of course, is the Riders. You know, that's going to be a tough one. Like I said, it's going to tell a lot of stories, this game. How tough is Calgary and how tough are we? And who's going to be in #1 spot? Basically, the winner goes into #1 spot. I waited till the roster come out before I got out here. It's starting to heat up quite a bit. Anyway, but probably the biggest change from last week is Kadeem Carey's in there, folks. 1-2 punch, pretty powerful. And that's my biggest key to this game, is if we can get AJ Ouellette and Kadeem Carey rattling off carry after carry, a bit of a pun there, carry after carry, and could be a win for the Riders. You know, I think if they can establish that running game, it'd be nice to be able to just run it first and second down and just control that clock. Because Adams, I'll tell you, he can burn you big time, and he's a mobile quarterback, and they've been playing pretty decent. It's a real interesting game. There's a lot of players and a lot of coaches we've got from Calgary, and be a big switch up there. On the defensive line, we got Rose and they got Brown. I was a Brown fan, even though he got labeled dirty. To me, those hits weren't dirty. They're bad circumstances, but he got labeled, and of course now that's bad news as the refs start picking on you. And I thought he was a pretty considerate player and really strong up front. We'll see who's got the best deal there with Rose. I'm sure he'll have something to say because he got cut. Why I figure that the running game is so important, this one, is Calgary has linebacker problems. They're using tights or tets or whatever. I can't remember what he likes being called, but tights. He plays. He's listed as a middle linebacker the last few games because they've been hurting that linebacker. I think that's the reason they brought in Big Hill. He's not listed on their charts. I mean on the game, but he's on the practice roster. They're hurting at that middle linebacker, so if we can run the ball and make them have to pull a couple of DBs in closer, like the safety and that, could make a big difference in the game. Maybe Harris can hit a couple long ones, because you know Adams is gonna chuck her long, and he can get out of that pocket and give himself some time. And of course, I hope Tevin Jones doesn't come back to haunt us. He had a hell of a game last game. And Moncrief, like, they've got a decent defense. You know, that's what really scares me in this game. Harris is gonna have to be on his best behavior. No pick sixes. Those pick sixes, they just kill you. momentum changer and a game killer. Yeah, Calgary, they've got a lot of assets. Like that Mills, one game he was rushed and scored a ton of touchdowns, and he'll have to be stopped by those front four. No Saunders in there again, and I think we missed him. He's showing his hurt. I don't know if he's really hurt, but he's showing his hurt. And another change is Tate's out. O-line again problems, but that probably gave us a chance when they're going to put Fry in there. Zer is the backup, that it's Canadian, so that probably released a position for Carey to play in the running back position. And another one that surprised me is Brooks. They're not starting to Exumi out there because Campbell's not going in. That's a big loss. Campbell, I don't know what's wrong with him, but coach always says no big thing, but you're missing a game, it's a big thing to me. You know, he's hurt. And so they're putting Brooks out there with Exumi, the backup. Hope that doesn't hurt us either. May have a big game, maybe he'll get another pick, you know. A lot of guys are going to be anxious to get some picks, because that's one thing Adams is good for. You know, he can be the other side of the cards, the bad side, and throw those picks one after the other. It'll be a game of who can run the ball the best too, I think. Still, if we can stop Mills and force him to throw the ball, should be a victory for the Riders. But it won't be a cakewalk. Like Calgary, like I said, their defense has scored the let the least amount of points this year. So, you know, and touchdowns. Mind you, the one game against Ottawa, it was low scoring both ways with playing in a monsoon. So, and plus that factors into hell that Calgary could easily be undefeated. That game could have went either way because of the playing conditions. Makes a big difference. Your brakes and stuff just don't work as it's supposed to be. That's about it. Video's getting long enough. I don't like making you watch too long of videos. Listen to this old Rough Rider fan yapping away about my pride and joy, the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Yeah, that's about it. Until maybe I'll come on tomorrow and give a raw one. Get all hyped up tomorrow. I'm gonna be really hyped up. Wish I could get down to the game, but I can't. I'm home alone now. Wife's gone to overseas, and I'm dog sitting. I don't like leaving him all by himself too long. He's getting old like me and he needs company. Come on, buddy, let's go. Go, I said, come on. Going through this heavy stuff. Look at these trails are getting all growing right in here. Crazy. Anyway, thanks for all the comments and thanks for watching my videos. It's amazing how many people from different clubs watch the videos. Thanks for that. Thanks for all the Rider fans that watch. Appreciate it big time. I love hearing from those Rider fans, and any fans actually. You know, who's your picks this week? I'm taking all home games, baby. Keep my stretch going. I really had a good week at fantasy too. I had Bo and Rankin, and both of them were the high guys on the list for fantasy points. Moved me up about 1,000 bloody positions on fantasy. I had a couple bad weeks. Lots of times I go with my heart, not my head. That's why, you know, like why I picked Calgary last week. I was more my heart than my head, but they proved me wrong. I mean, proved me right, and maybe we should be really afraid of them. One thing it did though, it made the boys saying this isn't an easy one. Like, none of them are easy, and gonna be a hell of a game. They're wearing these jerseys. That's why I'm wearing this one today. Fans seem to like these and made big money selling them anyway. And I'm not a fan. I like the color, but I can't stand, you can't read the numbers. Drives me crazy. Even if I replay it slow, I can't pick up who the numbers are. Drives me crazy. I like knowing what's going on, and it's hard to tell who even made tackles. Anyway, till next time, you all take care, and thanks for watching again, and go Riders go. Let's make this 5-0, baby. We got it. Oh, would that be sweet? Come on, baby, stay in first place and 5-0.